his travel, kayo ng katotohanan na hindi kayo magsisinungaling, tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And I would like to assume that you're sticking by that oath.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
So let's just go back a little bit in memory lane, Attorney Sanchez. When we last had a chance to converse, ito pong November 11, babasahin ko lang po itong transcript natin. Nakasulat po dito, Ms. Sanchez, Mr. Chair, based on documents, you mentioned that you have no details about the confidential fund. You
That's-
mentioned that you have no information or knowledge about the confidential fund. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You also mentioned that although you are part of the planning, the actual liquidation and utilization, wala po kayong kinalaman. Sinabi niyo po yun.
Mr. Chair, for the planning aspect, Mr. Chair, I was only the signatory as noted by in the physical and financial plan. But as to the specific details,
And
Mr.
then,
Chair,
yes,
I have
and then
no knowledge.
I mentioned, kayo ang finance and administrative officer. You have full knowledge and control over the operations of the Office of the Vice President. That is part of your responsibility. And I stressed the question. My question was, who has knowledge and information over the confidential funds, the utilization, and the liquidation? And you mentioned that
That, Mr. Chair, based on the documents, I would presume it would be the special disbursing officer, Mr. Chair.
yes, other than the special disbursement officer, you mentioned the name Miss Gina Acosta. Is that correct?
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. And I asked you, Miss Gina Acosta holds office under whom? And you mentioned,
That she is assigned to the Office of the Chief of Staff, Mr.
yes. And the chief of staff being
Chair. Attorney Lopez, Mr. Chair.
Attorney
Lopez.
Zuleika Lopez. The
Yes,
person
Mr. Chair.
behind you, the person beside you. Okay, now
Yes,
Miss
Mr. Chair.
Lopez. Gina Acosta works directly under you. Is that correct?
Your Honor, Ms. Gina Acosta is one of the employees.
No. My
Under
question
the
is,
Office of the
she
Chief
works
of Staff.
under you?
Under the Office of the Chief of Staff, Your Honor.
Yes, so you have management control supervision over her?
In certain cases, Your Honor, because she acts as the supervising.
No, Miss Lopez, Attorney Lopez, something na I've been noticing about the way you've been answering.
Oh,
You've
yes.
been very selective and evasive. Just categorically just say, because I'm starting to believe na you're trying to paint an image of a chief of staff that's not actually the role of a chief of staff. I've worked with many chief of staff, and chief of staffs have full control, knowledge, and information about what happens internally and externally in every office. But parang dito sa lagay mo, hindi yata ganon. So anyway, my question is, Gina Acosta works under you o hindi?
Yes.
Okay. She answers to you, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
So if she answers to you, she's the SDO. Therefore, you would know about her activities, her responsibilities, and duties as the Special Disbursement Officer.
No, Your Honor. No. I was not the person who designated her, Your Honor.
No. That's not my question, Attorney Lopez. My question is, she works under you. You confirmed. You manage her. Yes. Now, my question is, Attorney Lopez, Gina Acosta, you confirmed that she works under you. That is correct?
She works with the Office of the Chief of Staff.
Yes, and you are
The Chief of Staff.
there you go, right? Now, because she works under you, you supervise her activities, correct?
Certain activities, Your Honor.
Why is it that somebody will work under you and you can only supervise certain activities?
Because she works with the Office of the Chief of Staff, Your Honor, as admin officer, not as disbursing officer. So I only have a direct hand in her work as an admin officer, which is personnel management.
Kasi ang
Supplies
sinabi ni
and
Attorney
procurement.
Sanchez, pagdating sa confidential funds, Attorney Lopez, matanong na kita, may information ka tungkol dito? Meron o wala?
Wala po.
Wala. Eh bakit sinabi ng katabi mo na pagdating sa confidential intelligence fund ng Office of the Vice President, tatatlong tao lang ang may knowledge at information dito? Ikaw, Gina Acosta, at si Vice President Sara Duterte. Yan ang sinabi ng katabi mo. Here. So, please explain to me, why would the person beside you say that and you would deny that?
Your Honor, I cannot answer.
Are you gonna fire her too?
I cannot answer for Director Sanchez, Your Honor.
I know,
can
but
only
my
answer for
question
myself.
is to you, Attorney Lopez. She has that opinion. It's on record, under oath. 3 people have knowledge and information on the confidential funds. You, Gina, the person that works under you, and the Vice President. So why is it now that when I'm asking you, wala kang kinalaman?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, because that is the truth. I really have no personal knowledge as regards the matter of confidential funds.
Okay. Kung talagang wala kang kinalaman, Attorney Lopez, sa utilization ng confidential funds, why is it that on April 19, 2024, where your signature is affixed to a document that was forwarded to COA, ikaw ang sumasagot sa Audit Observation Memorandum ng COA kung wala kang kinalaman sa confidential funds? Eh bakit ikaw ang sumasagot kung wala kang kinalaman?
Your Honor, as I mentioned earlier, all external communications come from that Office of the
I
Chief
know.
of Staff.
But Attorney Lopez, you're not making sense. You just mentioned that you have no knowledge and information about confidential funds, and yet, to the AOM of COA, ikaw ang sumagot.
Your Honor, with all due respect, respectfully, even for other regular audits, ako po yung all external comms, I sign off on it. It's a
And
matter
also,
of course.
Attorney Lopez, I'll bring you back to another document. August 21, 2024, muli na naman po kayong sumulat kay Chairman ng COA. At dito, sa laman po ng sulat ninyo, ipinapakiusap ninyo na kung maaari, wag i-share ang audit observation ng COA sa Kongreso. Noong August 13, 2024, nag-issue ang House Committee ng Appropriations ng subpoena, Duces Tecum, sa COA kaugnay ng COA Audit Report tungkol sa pondo ng OVP at DepEd. Matapos ang ilang budget hearing kung saan tinalakay ang paggastos ng OVP at ng DepEd Secretary ng pondong ito na umaabot ng 125 million pesos sa loob lamang ng labing isang araw. Totoo po ba ito?
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I did not catch the question. Respectfully, may you please repeat? I'm sorry.
Attorney Lopez, nag-issue po kayo ng sulat sa COA ng August 21, 2024. Tama po ba mali?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano po ang dahilan kung bakit po kayo sumulat sa COA?
I understand during that time, Your Honor, there was a subpoena issued to the Commission on Audit for the release of certain documents pertaining to the ongoing audit of some transactions of the Office of the Vice President.
So ang dahilan kung bakit po kayo sumulat sa COA ay upang pigilan ang COA mag-release ng kanilang audit report and other related documents tungkol sa utilization ng confidential funds ng OVP at ng DepEd.
We
In
were
your words, you said here, you are of the position that the subject subpoena should not be complied with. Is this correct?
Your Honor, in
Is this correct? It's a yes or no, Attorney Lopez. Is this correct? Were these the words you affixed on your letter?
Your Honor,
It's a yes or no, Attorney Lopez. Oo lang po at hindi. Nandito po yung copy ng sulat. Kung gusto niyo po, bigyan ko po kayo ng copy ng sulat ninyo.
may I please have
At saka
a copy?
nandito po yung signature ninyo sa kopya sa sulat.
Your Honor, respectfully, may I request a copy of the said letter? So I can...
Comsec, can you please give this to the person who has lost her memory? Can you just confirm this letter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Indicated in
Anyway,
the second
Comsec, can I have
paragraph.
my copy back? Since she has confirmed the letter.
Okay. Thank you.
When you issued this letter, Attorney Lopez, did you act on your own volition? Yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
Hindi. Hindi kayo nag-iisa. So sino ang kasama ninyo nung ito po ay inyong ipinarating sa Commission on Audit na hindi dapat sila sumunod sa subpoena duces tecum ng Kongreso?
Your Honor, this was a matter I consulted with Mr. Lemuel Ortonio.
Kayong dalawa lang.
Yes, Your Honor, for the matter of the requesting COA.
So, ang sinasabi mo, walang alam si Vice President tungkol dito?
Your Honor, it was a letter that
Ma'am, it's a yes or no. Let's not make life difficult. May kinalaman ba ang Vice Presidente sa sulat na ito? Oo, hindi.
Opo, yes.
So, she knew about the letter. Correct.
Yes, Your Honor.
Before you signed off to it and sent it to COA, correct?
Yes.
So, kayo po ba, Attorney Lopez, kasi ang dating po sa amin nito ay, una, hindi nun nire-respeto yung subpoena authority ng Kongreso. Pangalawa, parang sinusupil nyo yung karapatan ng mamamayan malaman kung paano ginagamit ang pondo ng mga ahensya na pinagkakatiwalaan ng mamamayan. Na pagdating sa oversight function ng mababang kapulungan at ng Senado, kung ito man ay kanilang gagamitin, ito ay hindi nyo kinikilala. Dahil sa sulat na ito, ipinapakiusap ninyo sa COA na huwag sumunod sa subpoena na in-issue ng Kongreso para hindi ibigay ang COA report sa Kongreso. At sa aking pananaw, this is one way of how do you explain it, Congressman Zia? You're good in explaining. Of covering the truth. Tinatakpan ng katotohanan. Kasi kung wala naman kayong tinatago, di ba? Kung wala naman kayong tinatago, ba't nyo pa papakiusapan yung isang ahensya na hindi i-share ang mga dokumento patungkol sa isang investigasyon na isinasagawa ng isa pang ahensya? Di ba? Ngayon, Attorney Lopez, dahil sa sulat na inalabas ninyo, at inamin nyo rin naman na ikaw, si Mr. Ortonio, tama po ba? At ang ating Vice Presidente, ang may alam tungkol sa sulat na ito. Hindi po ba kayo naniniwala na karapatan ng taong bayan malaman ng kung paano nyo po ginastos ang pera na ipinagkatiwala sa inyo?
Your Honor, may I answer?
Please answer.
Mr. Chair, thank you. Respectfully, Your Honor, that letter does not in any way seek to undermine the power of Congress as regards matters regarding to the power of the purse. It is not. It is simply a request from to the Commission of Audit, given that there is still an ongoing audit investigation. That's why we requested that since hindi pa naman po natatapos yung audit, hindi naman po din tama na ibibigay na muna yung ganong documents. With due respect also to the audit still being done at the Office of the Vice President. So yun lang po yung position namin. We do not seek to belittle nor undermine the power of Congress, Your Honor. That is the farthest
Yes,
and
but-
the least of
but-
our intention.
But Attorney Lopez, that is not a call for you to make. Right?
Your Honor, it was...
Precisely because you are the agency that is being investigated. That's totally uncalled for. You're asking another agency not to cooperate with Congress when an ongoing investigation is happening. That's suppression of the truth. At the very least, dapat hinayaan nyo na lang. Di ba? Kung wala naman kayong tinatago, pwede nyo naman po ipaliwanag yun dito pag nag-hearing na tayo. Kasi nandito po sa sulat ninyo, parang pinipigilan nyo yung COA at pinapakiusapan nyo na huwag nyong ibigay. Nasa palagay ko po ay hindi po tama. Hindi po tama sa maraming aspeto ng pagtingin at pananaw. Kasi maaaring tama ang sinabi ninyo na hindi pa kumpleto yung pagsusuri na ginagawa ng COA, but that's not your call to make. That's COA's call to make, which they have emphasized many times while they've been here. But for this letter, Attorney Lopez, mukha po kasing talagang ayaw niyong malaman ng taong bayan kung paano niyo po ginastos yung 612 million pesos na confidential funds ng Office of the Vice President at pati po ng DepEd.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair,
Wait, I'll get